I'm introducing a bill to bring marriage equality to the state of New York. And right on cue, as soon as he heard we were doing this, rushing to my defense, as he always does, the mayor of the city of New York, the Honorable Michael Bloomberg. This is a civil rights issue. For too long, gay and lesbian New Yorkers, we have pretended that they have the same rights as their neighbors and their friends. For too long, we have allowed the perception that gay and lesbian New Yorkers have the same privileges as their own straight brothers and sisters or mothers and fathers. That is not the case. Too many cannot even make medical decisions on the prospect of the care for their partners, nor can they visit them in the hospital. For too long, many of them can't even cover each other under insurance policies or health benefit plans. Many are denied the opportunity to even have rights of intestacy when their partner passes away. All have been the victims of what is a legal system that has systematically discriminated all of them. And too many loving families right here in New York State have not received the legal recognition that they actually deserve. Now, these issues are not common just to one group. These challenges are not limited to a special interest. All of us know the indignation that one feels from being victims of discrimination, and we have in our country a code, and we have an honor, and we have a duty to make sure that equality exists for everyone. Anyone that has ever experienced degradation or intolerance would understand the solemn duty and how important that it actually is. Anyone that has ever experienced anti-Semitism or racism, any New Yorker who is an immigrant who has experienced discrimination, any woman who has faced harassment at work or suffered violence at home, any disabled person who has been mocked or marginalized understands what we're talking about here. We have all known the wrath of discrimination. We have all felt the pain and the insult of hatred. This is why we are all standing here today. We stand to tell the world that we want equality for everyone. We stand to tell the world that we want marriage equality in New York State. We wish to fulfill the dreams of those Americans, both the living and the dead, who've struggled unremittingly and courageously over the past 2 centuries to expand those freedoms to more Americans. Often we have fallen short, but the marvel and the miracle of America is that we keep marching forward for justice. And in spite of the perceived problems inherent in our differences, the more we move forward, the more we erase these forms of discriminations, the more we find out about ourselves, who we are, and what we are as Americans. Now, Thank you, Randy. Now, I understand the trepidation and the anxiety that people are feeling right now, and I understand that there is always a risk in any action that you take. But what we have to really come out of this gathering today understanding is that rights should not be stifled by fear. What we should understand is that silence should not be a response to injustice, and that if we take no action, we will surely lose. Maybe we've already lost. There is no gain without struggle, and there is no corner of this country or region of the world that timelessly has not been struggling to bring freedom to those who have never received it. And therefore, we struggle for that freedom for all people, even still here in the United States of America, and I am willing to help lead that struggle for marriage equality in New York.